Gabrielle, I'm so sorry.
Your partner was brave. He wouldn't want you to crumble like this.
He's right.
We're getting out of here alive. I promise.
I don't know, Shepard. You promised so many things and you don't do shit.
Commander Shepard, I've heard about you. Another Cerberus defector, as it were.
Something like that.
Dr. Gavin Archer. I imagine we both crossed the elusive man in our own way.
How did you end up here?
The research I did for Cerberus hurt a lot of people. I've done things no human should. There I was. With blood on my hands, blood I could never wash away. The elusive man didn't care. He said our goal was greater than any sacrifice it took to attain it.
That's what happens when you sleep with the devil.
I take it the elusive man didn't just let you resign.
A man who loves to lecture about morality's shades of grey, he's very black and white when it comes to obedience. Either you do the job, or you die trying to quit.
What kind of work did you do for Cerberus?
It was called Project Overlord.
Overlord.
An experiment attempting to find non-violent methods for controlling the Geth.
Ooh.
That actually doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Yes. Well, like most things the elusive man touches, my work became corrupted by degrees. Suffice it to say, things didn't end well.
How did it go wrong?
Serendipity, I'm afraid. The Geth were unresponsive to my attempts to communicate with them, until my younger brother David made a breakthrough. He was an autistic savant, a mathematical genius. In no time, he'd mastered the Geth language and was communicating with me.
You mean he could speak directly with the Geth?
It was rudimentary at first, so I decided to take the next step. Tap David straight into a network. It was sensory overload. No mind, even a savant's, could process the barrage of information. It drove him insane.
Did David volunteer for this?
The elusive man kept pushing for results. I was eager to please him. It seemed harmless at first.
So you forced your brother to do that?
Believe me, it's a nightmare I relive every night. He went berserk. His mind became a computer virus that infected all our systems. He killed dozens of lab personnel. They finally had to detonate nuclear weapons over the base to stop the havoc.
That's all, Doctor.
I appreciate your help getting us out of here, Commander.
No problem. No problem. We need help.
Please wait. Reset complete. Access enabled.
Get the techs from Stockholm Cell to pack their own crates. I need you up here.
Don't be a jerk. There's only 2 of those guys. It'll just take me a minute.
And make sure those samples from Project Mia get out on the second shuttle.
I've already dropped one box. My hands were shaking so hard.
We're going to make it.
Yes, you are now. Because I'm here.
What's the status of the guns?
Still waiting. I have my best people on it.
How many scientists are here?
43, plus
Nice.
research assistants.
You ran with over 40 people.
When you fear for your life, there's a lot you can do.
Bryn, I can't possibly dismantle the genetic amplification components in time.
I'm sorry, Dr. Bina. It's important work, but right now you need to tend to your family.
Wait, there are families here? Children?
That just upped the ante.
So these refugees brought everyone with them?
Yes. We have about 17 kids here. Partners, spouses, parents. I promised these people refuge. A new life free from Cerberus. I just never imagined the elusive man would...
That's what evil counts on. That it's hard for good people to imagine. Okay. Everyone left gets out of here alive. This escape will have to be carefully executed.
I'd hoped. We tried so hard to make sure it wouldn't come to this.
What's the news?
Can't tell. Only know I can't fix it from here. I'm going to the roof. Cerberus landed a shuttle there a couple minutes ago. You in?
Jacob, you're injured. I'll fix the guns.
Of course.
No way. These are my people. I'm going.
Just because you survived one suicide mission doesn't mean you get two.
Fine. But I'm gonna talk you through it from here. Cerberus is probably jamming the satellite link. Radio me when you found the controls and I'll give you the override code.
Will do.
It's getting interesting.
Dr. Cole? Got a moment?
Of course.
What's your relationship with Jacob? We went through a lot together.
An old colleague of his introduced me. Through Jacob's eyes, I started to recognize what the elusive man had become. I guess I was so in love with my work that I refused to see the obvious. Its sponsor had become corrupt.
I get that. That's why it's important to have good people around you.
I don't know what we would have done without him.
What kind of work did you do for Cerberus?
Until the elusive man became preoccupied with the collectors, I worked in physics. It
Physics.
was a researcher's paradise. I had access to cutting-edge tech and all the personnel I needed. The elusive man spares no expense for technical perfection.
That technical perfection's almost killed me a few times.
It also saved your life. Strange to think about, I would imagine.
Maybe.
But then, life is full of uncomfortable ironies. Isn't everyone's?
How did you get away?
I was a loyal senior employee. There's a lot of freedom in that. When our fourth colleague disappeared, we organized and were out the door in days.
And until now, Cerberus never suspected you were hiding right under their noses.
We honestly thought we had it all figured out. It's humbling.
So what's this work of yours that Cerberus wants so bad?
It's based on tech gathered from the collectors. In essence, it involves dissecting Reaper-to-Collector communications. Dr. Horace Armstrong and I were working on a practical human application. An implant of sorts. Once he'd completed his component and moved on to less valuable work, he disappeared.
Thanks, Dr. Cole. I'll let you get on.
Thank you again for everything you're doing for us.
Chuck, I'm in here.
Not willing to die to save this data.
Let me. I'll protect you. Shuttle bay.
I don't need to die.
Go. Just go.
Some kind of poison.
Oh, nice, I found it.
Tailored to Turians.
Told you they should have gone to Sanctuary. Let's just focus on getting out.
What would these people have done if we hadn't shown up?
Badly equipped, guns offline. It would have been a massacre.
Let's see where you have to go, but first let's talk to Jacob. Ooh.
I thought we'd covered our bases.
Chuck, I'm in here.
What does he want with us? Why does he care?
Who knows? He's crazy. You can't plan for crazy.
Hey, you okay?
Nice, I
How've you
found the
been?
toxins.
Give us a minute. This is crazy. I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
I know the feeling. So how'd you become a gun for hire?
Long story. It was an opportunity I couldn't resist for people I came to care about.
You seem good. You look good.
These are great people, defending their ideals. I like it. I think I found what I'm meant to do.
Anything on Cerberus I should know about?
The elusive man became obsessed with indoctrination. I know that. You ever wonder how it all went wrong? I mean, was I blind? I remember him being an idealist. How come I couldn't see the evil?
Don't beat yourself up. And if you ever get that crystal ball working, give me a heads up, because I'd love to know how this all plays out.
Right.
How long have you known Britt?
We met through a mutual friend in the Mumbai cell. Guess I've known her for a year. We had a lot in common. Then she came to me about her missing colleagues. Asked for my protection, my help finding a place to run to. How could I say no?
Of course.
Who is she to you?
We're together.
And you run this enclave with her. You settling down, Jacob?
Yeah, maybe. It's just, if these are our final days, I want to spend them protecting these people. Building a life. Whatever's left of it.
What's the story, Jacob? Why are you working in a place like this?
After we got back, well, things look different when you come back from a suicide mission alive. So I quit Cerberus, I quit everything. And sat by the Mediterranean for a while. That's when I lost track of you.
And what did all that fresh air and meditation teach you?
That what I choose to fight for better mean something to me. That it comes from the heart.
We could sure use you.
It's real tempting, Shepard, but I like where I'm at. I'm important to these people. I want a life. I want a family.
Sure, I get that.
No, Shepard. The Normandy's your real love.
Doesn't mean I don't want to say to hell with it sometimes.
But you won't. You can't.
I should focus on getting these people out of here.
You bet.